So let's see Kafka architecture, Kafka architecture, so that you will understand the roles and responsibilities of different components. So first component is zookeeper. In Kafka architecture, first important component is zookeeper, and Kafka cluster. So first component in Kafka architecture is zookeeper. It creates what? It creates coordination between different components, different components in Kafka cluster. Kafka cluster. And next one, in Kafka cluster, in Kafka cluster, we will take, we will we will create one or more servers or brokers, server or broker machines. So in a Kafka cluster, we will create multiple or one or more server or broker instances or machines or nodes. Machines or instances or nodes. Terminology is different, but purpose is same. Finally, we call mission in cluster. So we will take multiple missions, depends upon our requirement. So multiple consumers and multiple producers are using our Kafka. Then we create multiple missions. Multiple missions. There is no limit here. There is no limit. In a Kafka cluster, you can take n number of missions. You can take n number of missions. So we can take multiple missions in Kafka cluster. So the only one daemon, the only one daemon, one daemon runs in Kafka cluster is called only one daemon. Yep, runs in Kafka mission. Kafka mission is called server or broker. Server or broker. So let me clarify what is daemon. Daemon means it is a process. It is a process which runs always in background. Which runs always in background. Always in background. Daemon is a process which runs always in background. I said Kafka is a open source and implemented using Scala language. Implemented using Scala language. As a Python developer, as a Java developer, as a .NET developer, no need to know Scala language because API is available in our language. So next one, we can take one or more producers, one or more producers. So producers communicate with the zookeeper and writes messages into topics. inside server or broker we create topics. Inside server or broker we create topics. Inside server or broker we create what? Topic. So provide producers writes messages into topic, then different consumers, one or more consumers, one or more consumers consumes messages from, consumes or reads messages from topic, writes messages, writes messages, and consumers reads messages from topic. So first of all, what is the purpose of zookeeper in our Kafka? So coordination between different components, right? So first of all, here my producer, sorry, so my producer program doesn't know topic information and doesn't know about server information. So it gets that complete information from zookeeper. Okay. So before reading messages from topic, consumer also communicates with zookeeper, and we can create different groups, consumer groups. So we can create consumer groups. One consumer group is reading messages from big data topic, and another consumer group is reading messages from machine learning topic. So like that we can segregate different consumers. So group A has group A has two consumers which are consuming big data topic. Group B consumers, Group B we have three consumers. These three consumers consuming machine learning messages. While developing these applications, consumer applications, we create groups. So group we add consumers into that group. Then whatever the consumers added group 1, they are consuming topic, big data topic. Okay. Group B. So here, so in Kafka we have Kafka we have two kinds of jobs. Two kinds of jobs. First one, Kafka developer, Kafka developer, and next one, Kafka administrator. Yep. So we have two jobs, not internal process, jobs outside, not in Kafka internals. Market, outside market, we can find two kinds of jobs, Kafka developers, Kafka administrators. To whom we call Kafka developers, to whom we call Kafka administrators. The people who are developing producer applications and consumer applications, we call them as Kafka developers. So Kafka developers maybe use any language. Kafka developers, Kafka developers develops producer, producer and consumer applications. Consumer applications. So you may use Java or Python or .NET, etc. Some people, for example, I am a Java developer. I am a Java developer. I am always writing producer applications. Assume. So my requirement, X company X company uh, using Java technology and writing only producer applications. Producer applications. Assume bank A. Bank A. Bank A writing producer applications, writing messages into topic. And another Y company, Y company writing only consumer applications, consumer applications, developing only consumer applications using .NET. Assume. So it is not mandatory to use both producer and consumers is same technology. Okay. So both producer and consumers, it is not always both same technology. Maybe any technology. So producers using Java, consumers using .NET, producers using Python, consumers technology implemented using Java. So any technology. Okay. So finally, middle is Kafka. Okay. So bank B using messages. No conversion not required, right? So we are writing message into topic. To read these messages, we have Kafka API. So by using Kafka API, we are writing applications. So internally Kafka API take cares. Okay. Yep, that's what Kafka API provides different classes to communicate with the Kafka cluster. So Kafka API provides different predefined classes to connect with Kafka cluster and writing messages into topic. You can create through applications, you can create topics. Through applications, you can create groups. Through applications, you can write messages into topics. So for everything, we have Kafka API and predefined classes. Okay. So who develops consumer and producer applications? We call Kafka developer. And Kafka administrators first setup cluster, and monitors cluster, monitors cluster, and creates security, and creates Docker images kind of technology, creates Docker images and restore images. If any mission fail, they will handle uh, all operations. So this complete operations, any system, any system. So this part is taken care by administrator. So creating certificates, providing, creating securities, taking backups and monitoring this cluster and setting this cluster, everything is taken care by Kafka administrators. So who has DevOps background? Who has DevOps background plus Kafka is more add-on advantage to them. They'll get more pay. Yep, it providing many API for many languages. Let's search whether Kafka providing API for PHP also or not. I'm not sure. Yep. So Zookeeper stores server info. Yep. Server and broker is a mission. Internally it runs one daemon. So in that we write topics. We create topics and we write messages. So we'll see what it meant. Zookeeper maintains. Okay, this is Kafka cluster. Kafka architecture or cluster. So developer parts, these two. Who develops producer applications, who develops consumer applications, we call Kafka developers. Yep. So here in while developing consumer applications and producer applications, we use Kafka API. In that Kafka API, we have predefined classes. By using that predefined classes, we connect what? Cluster, and we create a connection between cluster. Next one, if it is a producer, we first list of topics, or by using producer we can create a topic, and we can use existed topic, and we can write messages into existed topic by using Kafka API.